Hoy hoy! Let's take a look today at Star Toys STO1
Hello!
Commander. This is Star Toys version of Blitzwing, a very G1 Blitzwing. Blitzwing is actually one of my favorite Transformers because what is better than a fucking robot that turns into a jet and to a tank? It's awesome. So first of all, big shout out to FIREBRAND from the Shozy Store Discord that actually helped me out in getting this dude. He didn't have to. He let this go for a very amazingly fair price. So here's to you, FIREBRAND. The funny thing is, this thing is actually not brand new. This thing is used, but it came completely sealed, and I mean, look at that. And the reason for that is because FIREBRAND knows I like to do my little unboxing, so they did not have to go the extra mile to package this dude so fucking well, but I appreciate it. So let's before let's not get ahead of ourselves, right? Gun, and it looks pretty fucking pretty. Yeah, I repeated myself, pretty fucking pretty. Sue me. Here's the sword. Looks pretty fucking nice, man. Yeah, the yellow paint looks bad, but like yellow is such a difficult color to paint. And now, let's take a look at the figure itself. This dude is huge. This dude is huge. Let's tap that in first of all. Make sure that this doesn't... Yeah, that does not want to like stay there. I know that this figure has a couple of issues with some tabs. It's not the end of the world. It's weird. That's just weird. Alright, let's put you on the place proper. He comes with an additional face. Face. I'd rather keep it with the very stoic looking face. Let me lower the intensity of the light because that is way too fucking bright. Let's raise the camera up a little bit and let's take a closer look. He looks gorgeous. He looks very fucking gorgeous. Let's check these ratchets. That feels good. That feels good. I know a lot of people had issue with this Tysol, but I don't mind. Looks perfectly fine. Legs are kind of loose. I have to admit that's a bit surprising. This one, like here, he has a ratchet here, a soft ratchet, but a ratchet nonetheless. He does not have a ratchet here. So weird. So very fucking weird. So probably it did have a ratchet, but it just ate itself up. At least that's what it sort of feels like. Yeah, you can sort of make out a ratchet there. That is so peculiar. So fucking peculiar. Oh look, springs. That's very interesting. Alright, let's this backpack properly. I think so. Surprised there's a gap here, but I think this backpack is... Oh. I think the backpack is properly placed. Just surprised that there's such a huge looking gap. Yeah, like this looks like it. Yeah, I can totally tab in a little bit better. And that means that this one can as well. And things are untabbing. Things are untabbing. They don't want to remain tabbed. So weird. Oh, but you can totally just do this. Yeah, you can totally just do that. Alright, I guess this is a look that you can go for. Yeah. Yeah. Right? I guess. That to me feels better. That to me feels better. Alright, let's stand him up. Okay, so there's a couple of loose things here as first impressions. No ratchets here. What about this? Very tight ratchets there. Tight ratchets there. No ratchets here. Swivel. Double jointed elbow. And whoa, look at that. Individually articulated fingers. Woo. Ooh. Ooh. He can totally like. Totally. Yeah. No. Sort of. So like almost a hand. Like a you know? He can almost Almost. What about that waist swivel? Very limited because of the backpack, but that's fine. You get everything you might ever want or need. And these you like lower and they actually peg. Huh. Look at that. There we go. So, first things first, I sort of wanted this guy, but I never liked it enough to buy it full price. And again, thanks again to FIREBRAND because like they sold me this for a fucking song. They didn't have to, but they are awesome people. They are awesome people. And to be quite honest, I'm glad that I didn't because this dude is a permanent part of my collection because FIREBRAND sold it to me really cheap. As respect for him, because I know he loves this figure, he got a new version because this one was missing a tail fin. He eventually got a replacement and sent this one to me. So he got the newer version that has like a darker tan. But I'm happy I didn't buy it at full price because I don't love it. I honestly do not love this dude. It's, you know, every figure has its issues, but this one in particular, I don't know. It's like I like him, but I can't say I love him. These ankle tilts are very, very loose as well. Because again, like I always say, no figure is perfect, and I will fucking die on that fucking hill. Can you at the very least do no? See, because the leg is so loose. Yeah, it just let me. The leg is so loose he can barely. There we go. No, yeah. So you see that? Like this one holds. This one actually has ratchets, but this one does not. That is so weird. That is so weird. Yeah, like that's what I'm thinking. Like those ratchets are eaten up. Do you have a ab crunch? You do. Look at that. He actually has an ab crunch. He can totally like go like oogly oogly. Look at that. Creepy fingers. You can totally get some really cool poses for this guy, and I do like. So yeah, like. I'm not in love with this thing. I'm happy I didn't pay full price because I would have been pissed off had I paid full price. But there's a couple of things I do enjoy about this dude. I do like the fact that you can put the cannon right up to his head. that I do appreciate. That's fun. Like, you can give him like additional weaponry, especially with the app crunch. Look at that. Just looks up. It's just like, her. Yeah, you can totally like do this, which looks fine. You can't. Well, you can actually hold it. That's cool. Look at that. You can actually hold this. Like, I'm gonna fuck you up with my fucking cannon pose. And now he he fucking died. As always, your mileage may vary when you buy figures, but this one's just the lack of a proper ratchet joint in this leg really just fucking kills this dude. Other than that, he's fine. It's just very blocky because they were really gonna hammer it in with that G1 aesthetic. But let's go ahead and give him his weapons. This Blitzwing does need his sword and gun. I believe he has a place to store everything in every alt mode that he has, so that's great. Someone that likes weapon storage, that's a bonus for me. You guys want to go ahead and do some size comparisons? Yeah, why not? Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Let's just lower your hands. Ah, man, tight ratchets. Let's see how we're gonna do the size comparisons, because the area is somewhat limited because this dude has a big wide wingspan. All right, let's go ahead and yeah. Okay, so here he is next to Mega Man X. He towers over X because he's an MP bot. Blitzwing is pretty big. Here he is next to Mainline OP. Tiny boy next to him. And last but not least, of course, next to the main man, MP10. And this dude towers over MP10, like, not by much, but like he's way taller than he is. Look at that. Yeah. But yeah, it's Mitch. Obviously the shoulders make him look taller as well. The head stands a little bit higher than MP10. But to me it makes sense, because Blitzwing should be a very fucking big robot, because he is a robot that turns into a fucking tank and into a fucking jet. So to me it makes sense. So first of all, thanks again to FIREBRAND for basically for basically donating this figure. Even though I did pay, but I didn't pay, like, you know, that much for this dude, to be quite honest. So like, big shout out to FIREBRAND for doing that. They're a class act, they didn't have to, so, you know. If you ever see him in the Showsy Discord, he's one of the mods. Say hi and thanks for me. Other than that, mixed bag. I know if he had a tighter ratchet or an actual ratchet in his leg, I would enjoy him more. But with that said, to be quite honest, I actually do like him more than I thought I was gonna like him. Not enough that I'm like, oh man, I should have totally bought it for myself at full price. Because I don't think this dude is worth... Well, maybe I do, but it's just like, it's not... The aesthetic specifically is not for me. And yeah, like the leg failing like that, like I have to find like a really safe place for him, because if not, he's just gonna go ahead and fall and fucking die, and maybe take someone with him. That's the real shame here. The fact that yeah, the fact that the leg is just giving out. That's the real issue here. Other than that, it's good. I do like them. I do like the aesthetic. I wish a couple of these tabs tabbed in better and more securely. But I've been in talks with FIREBRAND when he got this figure for the first time, and they did tell me that it was an issue that this figure had. But again, with that said, the aesthetic bothers me less than I thought it was gonna bother me, because it's very blocky. I prefer my box stylized. I still prefer Gewalt over this dude, DX9 Gewalt. But like the aesthetic bothers me not as much as I thought it was gonna bother me. Like I wish he was more stylized, but I find myself not hating it, if that makes sense. And this dude really needs some color correction, because from the video, like, this is way more purple than you can notice. This is way more purple. It's just a shame about the lack of ratchets on the leg. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. And this dude actually has double knee bend. That's pretty cool. Just gives you basically 90, like a little bit past 90, but still. That said, this is still better than a lot of the crap I've been opening lately. So, thank goodness for small favors, right? Can I recommend this dude? Yeah, if you can get it for cheap, go for it, you know. And if I'm not mistaken, this dude is not that expensive as it is. So, you know, if you can't afford Fans Toys Berserk, which I have pre-ordered, and if you can't, or if you don't like DX9 Gewalt, you can do way worse than this dude. You know, for those of us that love Blitzwing, I think this is totally worth it. Well, that's it for me. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for hearing me ramble, and thanks again to FIREBRAND for Star Toys Commander. I promise that I'm gonna take really good care of them. They are a permanent part of my collection. I'm never getting rid of this dude. I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.
The Transformers.